Hi, it's AJ Urmston-Toft here of DartsWorld, and we have got a special interview for Mr. Darts for Fun, David Williams. How are we doing today, David?
I am very well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a very exciting moment for you because you're having your own darts coming out very soon with Win More. I mean, for you personally, from where you started with your social media and being on different streaming networks, and then all this progression that you've had to now having your face, your shirt, your name on a box with your darts. How does that feel?
It's hard to explain it. So it's obviously gone from absolutely nothing to things that I only could have dreamt of when I was younger, to the point where I was looking at the catalogue from Red Dragon as a kid, circling
Yeah.
things for Christmas, to now finally being on a box and being sold through the same company. It's amazing.
It is. I mean, obviously, I'm showing my age now. I remember doing the same from Argos. It was the red pen with the Eric Bristow red rings and all that.
Yeah,
But I mean, I remember getting the Red Dragon catalogues myself as a youngster, and when your dad used to come with the gold flies with the Red Dragon, and I don't know if again might be
yeah,
showing my age, but
I do
I've been
remember
there.
them.
Yeah, bought the darts through Red Dragon myself many, many times. But again, just to have your own darts there. I mean, what was that journey from? What was the initial phone calls like? What was the initial communications like?
How do I put it? So basically, I just got in contact with them through social media. We were doing things together, showing products and stuff like that. And they come forward saying, "Look, would you like to be a part of the team?" I obviously said yes straight
You had to
away.
think.
Being
You
Red
said, "I'll
Dragon,
have a think about it." Yeah.
yeah, no, straight in there. And obviously, things just led from one to another. And then they
Yeah,
said, "Look, we can make you your own darts." And I was like, "Let's go."
that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, what was your dart base then? Because I mean, for me being a dart nerd, I know the base points, and for me, it's like if someone drops a set of darts on the table, I'm going, "Oh, that's it's a Mark Webster darts from or whatever." Yeah, I do know the
Yeah.
intricacies of all the grips. So for you, what was your base model, and how did you refine it to make it yours?
So, mine was based off of a Gary Anderson dart. Now, ever since I took darts a little bit more seriously and actually started playing in competitions myself, I have continuously used Gary Anderson darts since day one of that. I started with an old Phil Taylor dart that was in Argos.
I think it
Moved
might where it
across,
had
and
black rings in the center, like quite wide, and
that's the
then
one.
I know which one you mean. I
That's
know which
that's
one.
the
See,
exact one. So yeah,
I am
I
sad.
started
I'm
off.
sad. I'm sorry.
It's absolutely fine. But no, yeah, I started off with them. Funny enough, I actually played Gary in a local league. I didn't know who he was at the time.
Right.
We played each other, and then I met him, learned about him, found his dart, and ever since then, I've used the same darts as he's used, and they're based off, I believe, the phase freeze. I just changed the grip towards the back for my personal
Yes.
feeling. So
So straight
that's how
barrel.
we come up with that.
So the straight barrel. I mean, I was going to say, was it the Dream Boys, which was when he was with his first company, and then, or was it when he transitioned over to the company he's with now?
I think it's the one he's now with. Yes.
Right. Okay. Okay. So I mean, so the process. I mean, did you go up to Winmore headquarters and fine tune the little things, or was it all just email and seeing drawings
Uh,
and?
no, I went up to. Are we allowed to say names before?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went up there and I met Liam, who creates some darts with the players in his little room that he has.
Yeah.
Wicked. I'd love it. I'd love that as my job. But no,
Yes.
he said, "What sort of design you looking for?" I explained it. He made it on the computer, brought it to life, and within a couple of weeks, I think I had my prototypes, and I was like, "Do you know what? They're absolutely perfect." And that was it. We didn't change it after the prototypes. So
One and done. That's it. It's a mishmash box.
it really was. It was such a simple idea. I didn't want anything too fancy, so he's made it and he's done it. So it's a very good all round simple dart, which could be used by
Yeah.
many different people. So that's what we wanted to go for, and it's worked perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, with darts, I mean, obviously you can see some players have very intricate grips, different shapes and different profiles. darts is at its best when you remember KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes.
That's and for a lot of players who are starting out, they've watched your channel. Now they've got the opportunity to buy your darts. I mean, how does that feel that people that you've, and I hate using the term influencer, but people who watch your channel and they like what you do and they like what when they see that you've played in the Moda Super Series, not just the influencers event, but you've played on the proper events as well. And
Yes.
so for people who are watching at home and now they're going, I'm getting to buy your darts. I mean, how does that feel for you that fans are doing that?
It still doesn't feel real. I suppose once the launch
Yeah.
happens, it will kick in. But I'm super excited, and I generally hope, and I do believe that people will just like them. They are a very
Yeah.
nice, easy dart to get on if you like a straight barrel. That is.
Yes. I mean, and possibly a review in the near future from DartsWorld. Hopefully, will
Yeah.
give you your props where needed. But I'm sure they will sell really well. As you say, 9 straight barrel. It's going to be really good. But I mean, for you, I mean, you're going to be very busy playing. Are you doing more events?
So I've put a lot of time into doing a league that I've been creating online with friends of the area. So I've had nearly 30 people over the last 10 weeks taking part in this Prem series, as I call it. And we're now down to the semi-final stage. Once we get this out the way, I do plan to return and play in some actual proper comps. So I've been slacking a little bit, but the plan is to get back on it.
And where you think would you be doing ADC tours? Because you've got the events down at Bradmore Farm, and then you've obviously
Yes.
got Middlesbrough there as well. But then you've got the WDF, you've got the England Darts Organized. So are you looking at just keeping it amateur? And then for you, what would be the next progression for yourself?
It's a very good question, actually. It's quite hard to say what I want to do when you're trying to balance two different things. I would love to get back to somewhere like Modus and have another go and almost feel like I can revenge myself because I don't feel like I played to my best ability that time. So starting off simple WDF, bit of ADC, and if
Yeah.
it builds and gets better, I'll look at them potentially, hopefully doing more.
And do we mention the famous letter that happens in January? Is that on the horizon, or is that something that you're thinking, I'm going to give myself a few years, get bedded in, get the experience, because it is a completely different monster? Is it
Oh, it
going to
really
be,
is.
yeah, is it get ready for that in a few years' time, or are you looking to strike when you're hot?
Um, so obviously I went last year, and I know how hard it is. So the idea is I'll just go at it to the point where we get close to it. If I do not feel like I'm at a fighting chance next year, we'll go then and we'll
Yeah.
just get ready for it. I'm not going to say it's going to be perfect, and I know I'm going to be ready because nobody's ever ready. Nobody knows the outcome.
No.
It's Q School is crazy.
I
It's
mean,
it's an eye opener if you haven't seen it.
I've done it a few times myself with mixed results. And one of them, I got through to phase 2 with a day to spare, played really well. And I got beat by the person that went on to win a tour card each day in the last 32. It was kind of
Oh
like
wow.
yeah, so it was just one of them coulda, woulda, shoulda moments. But then played in the more recent one this year, and
Yeah.
I didn't give a full account to myself. I thought I was prepared, but nothing really prepares you. I mean, you think you're throwing well, but then when you're going in that environment, it is a cauldron. It's the most pressure you would feel in a darts situation, and I've put that against counter. I put that against playing online. I
Yes.
mean, that's a different pressure. It's what you need to do is just try and get the reps in and play as often as you can, whether it be online, but definitely in person.
Oh, 100%. You can't go to somewhere like Q School if you're not feeling like you're going to be able to put up a fight. If you're even doubting it, it's probably not going to go your way.
Yes, yeah,
It's
no,
a really crazy field, and I'm glad I did what I did and had a go. It kind of then sets me up for what I need to do, and when I need to then say, okay, maybe now.
a good acid test.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So obviously you've got a big day coming up with the release of your darts. It's going to be a very exciting day, not just for yourself, but for all your fans and even the people at Winmore and Red Dragon. a fantastic opportunity for you, one that's well deserved as well.
Thank you, thank you.
But we wish you all the go.
No, sorry, carry on.
No, because it's a great opportunity, and for yourself, where obviously you can get them on Red Dragon, but are you going to be having special editions, or is it going to be something signed copies, perhaps?
So as of this moment, it's online at Red Dragon. I know my local dart shop has them, so if your dart shops do stock them, you can get them. I have personally signed some at my local dart shop ready to go, and I think I'm signing some at the HQ. So that might go in random orders. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, no problem. But we wish you all the best of luck for a fantastic opportunity. Get the darts, Darts for Fun. David Williams, it's been a fantastic honour to interview you at this very exciting part of your life.
I appreciate it very much, and thank you for taking your time to